Hi everyone, I hope all is well. This week's Parsha is Parshat Hazinu. Now, if you take a look at this week's Parsha in the Torah, you'll notice something immediately. And what are you going to notice? You're going to see that this entire Parsha is structured in a two-column format. Now, throughout the Torah, throughout Tanakh, what does this two-column format indicate? That we're about to hear a song Hazinu. So the question is, what is this song? What's being given over in the song? What is Moshe telling the Jewish people? And he opens the song very nicely, and then, according to Rav Jonathan Sachs, then Moshe really gets to his point. He says, Hatzur Tamim Palo, Hashem is perfect in everything Hashem does. Right? And that's really the main point of the song that Moshe is trying to get through to the Jewish people. So I was thinking about this. Why is such an important point that Moshe wants to get across, vindicating like God, that everything God does is perfect? Why is he putting it in a song, right? Well, logically, why does that make sense? And then I was thinking about what makes a song so special. And let's imagine a case scenario. You're driving in your car, you're listening to a song you're really enjoying, then all of a sudden, someone in the backseat starts talking, right? What's your immediate reaction? You're really enjoying the song. You're going to be like, shh, be quiet, I'm in the zone, whatever. So I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's clear that when you're listening to a song, your mind goes into a different headspace, a headspace where it's really attent to the song itself, but also to everything that's going on around it that on a regular basis maybe you wouldn't be able to hear, right? If you were just driving regularly in the car, you would hear the conversation, you wouldn't even give it second thought, or maybe you would just tone it out completely. And that's what I was really thinking, what else gives the same dynamic to this? And then it popped into my head again, right? The shofar. The shofar, we actually read in Musaf on Musaf on Rosh Hashanah, right? All these instances of where the shofar comes up, and one of them is actually something we say every day in one of the Halalukas. And we see that the sound of a shofar is really a kind of song as well. So we have the same mindset that even, like, imagine you're listening to the shofar in shul, you're so attent to the sound of the shofar, but also you could hear if like someone's talking, and all of a sudden the whole shul goes like shh, right? You're so attent. And that brings me to a piece of Torah that was given over, a beautiful piece of Torah given over by my cousin, Harav Baruch David, Brent Weinberg, Shlita now, over Rosh Hashanah. And he said the following, that when you listen to the shofar, it's a very famous take, every blast pierces closer and closer, like through the layers of your neshama, closer to the core. And why is this so special for us? Because as we listen to shofar blast after blast, all of our bakasho, everything that we're asking for, right? Hashem is more attentive, right? Hashem is hearing our requests more once we get into that mind zone. And I was just putting this all together, right? It's not that only when we listen to the shofar are all of our requests coming out and Hashem could only hear them then. I figured that we're always requesting things from Hashem, but really only when we could hear it, only when that shofar is blasting, only when we're put into that mindset, the mindset that Moshe is putting the Jewish people in during this week's Parsha, does Hashem really answer our requests, because that's the moment when they're genuine, when we could hear them ourselves, when that shofar is blasting. So I hope that made sense to everyone. Happy to clarify if anyone has any questions. But with that, I give everyone a bracha that when we hear the closing blast of the shofar on Yom Kippur, we're really able to zone in to not only the sound of the shofar, but the sound of our bakasho, our requests that we're really asking Hashem to. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.